It was a cast of thousands which turned out to see England play Italy in this weekend's final match. Both sides came to the stoop looking for retribution after their respective opening defeats. For the Italians, this was their chance to claim a first ever Six Nations victory over England. And for England, it was about getting their championship ambitions back on track after stumbling against Wales. Returned from sevens duty, Katie McLean was back in the 10 shirt and back in control, claiming the first points of the match.
Looks absolutely fine from here, the flags are raised and England are on the board.
But this was an altogether more assured-looking Italy, and England were caught by surprise as Flavia Severin crashed over for the game's opening try.
It's try time for Italy!
Conceding seemed to wake England up, and Rocky Clark was stopped just short of the line before Alex Matthews forced her way over to edge England back in front.
England are over! It's Alex Matthews!
Not to be outdone, Abby Scott then went over for a second England score. And the waves of attack continued after the break with a series of powerful runs. First winger Ruth Laybourne skipped through 5 defenders. And then Hannah Gallagher burst through, but both were denied by the heroics of Manuela Furlan at fullback. But then the cracks began to show. England hammered the Italian line and Italy conceded penalty after penalty at the scrum. Eventually it was fly half Beatrice Rigoni who was shown the yellow card and the floodgates opened. First, the ball was whipped out wide, an Italian scramble defence came too late and Kerry Large bundled over for a third English try. McLean was next, her quick tap penalty proving too fast even for the cameras, let alone the opposition. And then a fifth, this time from Hannah Gallagher, the flanker breezing through would-be Italian tackles.
Gallagher's not going to be caught before she gets there!
And showing the pace to go over for 5. And finally it was Kay Wilson who had the last word, squeezing a closing score into the 81st minute and taking 2 Italian defenders with her.
Try time!
And that made it a 39-7 victory for England, with plenty to think about for both sides.
This was a really good performance in bits, but it wasn't as clinical as we can be, and I think we've got to, if we want to beat Ireland 2 weeks' time, we've got to be clinical and we've got to be ruthless.
In terms of a building process, that was 100% better than Wales. You know, we created opportunities this week that we didn't even create last week, so really positive moving forwards.
In the first half we were quite happy with our performance, but unfortunately they're a very physical side and that's probably where we fell down.
Penso che è lì che ci abbiano fatto, diciamo, più male.
But at least the punters were happy with how the match had gone.
I think it was a great match. Started a little bit slowly, but once we got going, it was fantastic.
Yeah, that was really good. It was really similar to the men's match. England getting a little bit behind against Italy to start with, but then gaining momentum and getting really good towards the end.
Yeah, it's good. It was a really fast game, really good to watch. I think England seemed to break the line loads and loads of times, but to be fair, like the Italian defence was really good, last-ditch tackling made it a hard match, I think.
Italy will next play Scotland, one of the matches they'll have targeted for a win, and England will be looking to banish the demons of 2013 as they face Ireland in Ashburn. So after 2 rounds, it's Wales who top the table. France are right on their heels, behind only on points difference. Ireland and England sit 3rd and 4th with 1 win apiece, and Italy and Scotland remain bottom, both still chasing their first wins of the tournament.